Hey, what's up YouTube? Houston here. Hey, got a quick question for you. Do you think it's possible for you to get a $50,000 business line of credit with a 600 credit score? Well, the truth of the matter is actually factual, and I'm gonna break it down why it's possible, and you can get that business credit line in less than 10 minutes. All right, now here's the thing about it. The company that's actually offering this is called Credit Key. They're a fintech company, okay? And so where people are not able to go to traditional lenders and stuff like that, they're stepping in to try to help people get these business lines of credit. They approve you for these, they approve you for these business lines of credit. Now here's the thing about it. You can't take this business line of credit like you get a business line of credit from the banks. You can take it and put it in your pocket or do whatever you want with it, right? Not with Credit Key. With Credit Key, you can buy equipment for it. You can pay vendors for it, like with your advertising and stuff like that. If you need to pay payroll, they work with you. But in terms of you taking the money out of the account and putting it in your pocket, you can't do that with Credit Key. However, the good thing about it, if you are a business that's generating revenue but have bad credit, this is definitely one of those opportunities for you, okay? And the key point about it is you don't have to be making a whole lot of money, right? Where some companies, they want you to be making $100,000 a year or whatever. With Credit Key, all they want you to be making is at least $40,000 in annual income. Okay, so that's less than $4,000 a month. Actually, what is it? Maybe about $3,200 a month. So, which is very doable if you're serious about your business. Now, I'm going to give you some data points in terms to help you get qualified, so you know exactly what to do. All right. Here's the thing about it. Credit Key is issued through First Election Bank. They're issued through First Election Bank. All right. Now, another thing that this is very important. Remember, I always talk to you guys about a high-risk NAICS code. They're not going to deal with you. It's just certain businesses they're not going to deal with you on. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Now, I have heard people that may have like a dog grooming a business or something like that that made over $100,000 in revenue and they wouldn't touch them. Well, again, there may be other factors that these people are not telling you, okay? So my thing is always do your due diligence. Now, again, the reason I like Credit Key is because I always tell you, if you're dealing with companies that don't care if you have a DUNS number, a PAYDEX score, or net 30s, those are the companies you need to be trying to work with, okay? Because they're not caught up on there. They're caught up on what is your day-to-day operations in terms of running your business, okay? So that's what they focus on, the day-to-day operations. Now, here's something you have to understand. Credit Key, they do pull your Equifax, okay? They do a soft pull, so you don't have to worry about the hard inquiries. So make sure, if you're going to be applying for this, at least have a 600, 620 credit score to get this here business line of credit, all right? Like I said, the maximum amount you can get is up to $50,000. Now, here's something else that's interesting. People have been denied, but they've been denied because they tried to pull their Equifax FICO 8, and it was frozen. Okay, so before you even try to apply for this here business line of credit, make sure your Equifax is not frozen, your personal credit file, okay? Make sure it's not frozen, because they want to see what's going on. The reason they're doing this is to make sure you're not currently in a bankruptcy, okay? That's their biggest thing, you know, because if you're in a bankruptcy or whatever, they're scratching their head like, I don't know if these people will be able to pay us back, right? Now, that being said, okay, unfortunately, if you are a sole proprietor, okay, they do not work with sole proprietors at the moment. All right, and like I said, if your annual revenue is at least $40,000, then they're able to work with you. Okay, so like I said, that's what, 3,200. And that's the reason I shouldn't do math on camera, but at the same time, you're about $3,500 a month, you know, which is not a whole lot of money, right? So for you to even if you did $40,000 in 3 months, they're still able to help you, or 1 month, long as you reach that peak where you're making at least $40,000. Now, the reason that I'm bringing that up is because a lot of people are doing Amazon FBA, okay? Well, they're buying a lot of products, selling them on Amazon, but they can't get approved for a Amazon line of credit. All right, so if you can't get approved for an Amazon line of credit, this may be one of your better options to reach out to them, okay? Now, something else, if you say that you don't get the 50,000, but they give you 10,000, all right? And after you use that 10,000 up and you done paid it back, okay? And like I said, it's a business line of credit, but you have to pay it every month, have to pay it back every month. Now, almost like a charge account. Now, here's something else you have to understand. If you're trying to get a credit line increase, all right, if you're trying to get a credit line increase for this, then what you would have to do, you would have to give them at least 3 months of bank statements, okay? Now, do they do a 4506T? Do they pull your business taxes? No, okay, no. At one point, they may decide to pull your business taxes or whatever, but long as you keep your account in good standing, I don't see why they will pull your business taxes. Again, unless you're just trying to go for a higher loan amount, a higher line of credit, then they may do a 4506T on your taxes. Now, what if you're not able to get approved with them? Then, or say that you do need more money. Say they only gave you 10,000, okay, and you trying to raise another 15, 20,000. Well, you can, if you have a 600 plus credit score, then you may want to look at the Corpay. Now, I made a video about Corpay and about their credit card. Now, Corpay, they pull your Experian FICO 8 as well, but you need at least a 600 credit score, all right? And their limits start at their limits start at $1,000 as well, all right? So, two other accounts that you may consider. If you have good payments and revenue coming in and stuff like that, Capital on Tap, you may be able to work with them. They're another fintech company. They do a soft pull so that you don't have to worry about an inquiry, as well as don't have to worry about a hard pull inquiry with Capital on Tap. Corpay, again, they look at your Experian. It is a hard pull. Okay, your Experian FICO 8, and then you also have Divvy. Now, one of the things I keep telling you guys, if you're not able to get approved with Divvy for their line of credit, because they pull your TransUnion FICO 9, all right? Now, here's the thing about it with Divvy, like I continue to tell you all, even if Divvy doesn't give you a line of credit, sign up for their business credit builder, because they're still reporting to the Small Business Financial Exchange, and that information is being picked up by Dun & Bradstreet. Now, in reference to business credit reporting and Credit Key, to my knowledge, they do not report to the business credit bureaus, okay? I've looked for information, but to my knowledge, they do not report to the business credit bureaus, okay? So this is Houston with Three-Way Funding. If you have questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, for your LLC, your DBA, your C Corporation, or whatever, click the link in the description to schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.